Welcome to the second FIFA World Cup group stage match between Scotland and Poland. Today we're playing in the Estadio de Palenka, and it's going to be very interesting because these are the two top teams in the Group A, with Scotland of course being second after conceding that one goal against South Korea. So of course Poland, with the likes of Lewandowski and Błaszczykowski, fortunately for Scotland, unfortunately for Poland, both Lewandowski and Błaszczykowski were not feeling well this morning, so they actually start on the bench and are not actually in the starting lineup for the team. So here's Poland's national anthem as the camera goes across their faces. There's Pertquist, he used to be a player for the Marcus Mafia, not anymore. And the majority of the other players you cannot really recognise via their faces. I also failed to notice that Wojciech Szczesny also did not decide to play this game either. He may not be feeling well, he may also be part of the bug which is stopping Lewandowski and Błaszczykowski from playing. So Scotland plays a very strong team. Kenny Miller actually did start this game up front. Fletcher, Commons, Mackie, Adam, Brown, Hutton, Danny Fox, Gary Caldwell and Grant Hanley. Of course there's Poland's team. Like I said, no Lewandowski, they did have Polanski and Piszczek as well as Pertquist at the back. There's Darren Fletcher there doing the runs. He's just running about, enjoying himself after his goal against South Korea. So, Scotland to kick off. Will they be able to get this win? If they win, there is a chance that they will actually, if they do win actually, they will most likely qualify for the knockout stages, of the World Cup. They're going forward very quickly here. Kenny Miller here on the ball. Will he pass it back? He has to pass it back due to the constant pressure from the Poland defence. So Poland here actually get the ball back with Piszczek. He plays a really poor pass to Jamie Mackie, straight to Mackie's feet, and it seems Danny Fox can't get to it. Will it get cleared out? Fletcher there goes in and he actually fouls the Poland midfielder. So 16 minutes on the clock here. Polanski on the ball. He plays it down to Obraniak, who plays it to Piszczek. Piszczek back to Polanski, and Polanski just biding his time, gets it to Obraniak. Obraniak on the ball here, gets it through to Murziewski. Murziewski through to Pavel Brozesk, and Brozesk has scored past, I believe it's Craig Gordon, and Scotland have conceded their second goal of the tournament, their first goal of this game, to Pavel Brozesk. It's a very good finish, to be fair, from the forward for Poland. With no Lewandowski in the side, of course they would have to rely on someone else to score those goals, and it seems they found that person in Broziek. It was a pretty nice goal as well, but it was a really good finish past, I'm sure it's Craig Gordon in the goal for Scotland. Nice little lift past him into the bottom corner. So with that goal being conceded by Scotland, will they go out there and try and score relatively quickly, or will they just bide their time, put pressure on the players of Poland and maybe just wait for an opening to occur? It seems they're really going for it here. Danny Fox on the ball, plays it to Scott Brown, Brown to Miller. Miller gets it, very poor pass to Chris Commons. Commons nearly runs out of play, he actually keeps it in play, gets it to Hutton. Hutton plays it forward, very poor pass through to Kenny Miller, and Poland will clear. So 23 minutes on the clock here. Commons on the ball. He tries to play a through ball, gets the through ball eventually through to Kenny Miller. Will Miller try and pass it? Will he just go for glory? Seems to be going for glory. Gets it back to Scott Brown. Brown to Fletcher. Fletcher, of course, having scored in the first game, gets out-muscled by Dudek. Dudka. And Dudka actually passes it away, and it's a really good pressure from Kenny Miller, forcing the centre back to hit it out of play. So 26 minutes on the clock here. Fletcher on the ball. He passes it to Hutton. Hutton to Adam. Will Adam get a shot away? Adam gets a shot away. Absolutely great save from the goalkeeper. Kenny Miller tries to head it. Again, the keeper makes a great save, and the keeper will clear the ball. So Adam on the ball here, 13 minutes on the clock. Kenny Miller's making a run forward, but he's not really going anywhere. Adam, with a little bit of skill, gets to actually get a ball. It's played through to Kenny Miller. Will Miller get a shot away? Miller gets a shot away, and what an absolutely fantastic finish from the Scotland centre forward. An absolutely great strike from the legend that is known as Kenny Miller. Absolutely fantastic near post goal, right into the top corner, nothing the keeper could do about it, an absolutely fearsome shot. I'm sure there was a lot of fear on the goalie's face as the ball was flying past him extremely quickly. There's a nice little bit of skill from Charlie Adam here to get it past the player. Miller of course gets the ball, skins past two players and an absolutely great finish. And look at that, that's what you call a finish for a very experienced centre forward. So with that goal, it's 1-1 between the two sides, and it seems that Scotland may be on the up, maybe even going for another goal before half time, or will Poland actually come back and bite the bullet and maybe even go forward and try and get another goal. It seems that Brown's going forward here, Scott Brown, and it gets taken off him by Dudka. And again, Polanski on the ball, plays a nice ball, tries to get out on the left hand side this time, the near side, but Hutton intercept, gets it to Chris Commons, Commons plays it to Miller. Will Miller get it out? He won't get it out this time, and he won't get it out there either, with some very nice defending from the Poland midfield. So Fletcher on the ball here, will he play it through to Kenny Miller? He has played it through to Kenny Miller. Kenny Miller is one-on-one with the goalie, and he scores. 40 minutes on the clock, and Kenny Miller has scored his second goal of the game. Quick fire double from the Scottish centre forward, and it seems Scotland may be going into the break with a 2-1 lead over Poland, which would guarantee them a place in the final, the knockout stages of the World Cup. It's a really nice ball from Fletcher after intercepting it. And look at that, that's a great ball. He's on the cusp of being offside, but yet he seems to be onside. The assistant referee never put his flag up. So Miller there with an absolutely fantastic finish into the bottom corner past the goalkeeper. So with that quick fire double from Scotland, Poland find themselves behind. Will they be able to come forward and get a goal before half time, or will they have to suffer a half time loss? So at half time there's going to be at 45 minutes, or there's going to be 1 minute added on. Nothing really they can do. Rebus on the ball here, tries to get to Dudka, can't get to Dudka, and at half time it's 2-1 to Scotland. And let's see the stats. So they've had 4 shots, 2 on target, and Poland have had 1 shot, 1 on target, but Scotland again dominating on that possession like they did against South Korea. So it seems there's been no changes at half time. We will see once it's kicked off. If there has been any changes, it will be reported. There has been no changes at half time, and Scotland still lead 2-1 against Poland. So it seems Poland have come out with a little bit more intent in this half, and maybe even going for some early goals, but it seems if they put too much going forward, Kenny Miller will probably score a couple more goals. So here Danny Fox on the ball, will he play it forward? He plays it forward to Fletcher. Fletcher plays it through to Jamie Mackey. Mackey through on goal, 48 minutes on the clock, and he has scored as well. Jamie Mackey has scored his first goal of the tournament, Scotland's third goal of today, and their 5th in the tournament. So Jamie Mackey has scored. It's absolutely fantastic finish across the goalkeeper into the bottom corner. Nothing the keeper could do about it when you have someone on red hot form scoring a goal like that. It's a very nice ball from Danny Fox. After all the intent which Poland had going forward right from kickoff, it seems that they have suffered the consequences, and Jamie Mackey has scored. So with that goal, it seems that Poland will probably end up finishing maybe second in this group, maybe even third. So there, a very poor pass from I think it's Grant Hanley, and he plays Pavel through, and Pavel hits it just wide, fortunately for Scotland. Not really sure what Grant Hanley was thinking with that pass, as he gave it straight to Pavel, and Pavel with some poor finishing there. So McGregor with a very accurate kick out straight to Jamie Mackey. Jamie Mackey's head, who heads it down to Fletcher. Fletcher to Miller on the ball here anyway. And Miller again gives it away. He's not particularly the best passer of the ball. When it comes to finishing, he's probably one of the best players on the field today. But Pavel gets played through on goal. Will he get shot? He gets a shot away. And again, poor finishing from the Poland centre forward. If Lewandowski had been playing, Scotland would have been in trouble. So with that, Lewandowski actually has come on for Grzycki. And it seems Scotland will be making some changes as well. Who will they be taking off? It seems Darren Fletcher will be coming off for Morrison, and it seems Scott Brown will be taken off for Graham Dorrans. Gary Caldwell seems to also be getting taken off for Broadfoot, and those are the 3 changes they've made. So if those 3 change, it seems does it seem that he's going to change anything? He is going to make Kenny Miller the captain. So with those 3 changes, it would suggest that they're going to rest some players up for the last match against South Africa, and there's no need to play the strongest team against South Africa. Of course, if they win this match, they will most likely be in knockout stages and probably top of the group. So here Fletcher with a shot, it's blocked by the defence of Poland, and Poland will have a counter-attack. So 82 minutes on the clock here, and it seems that Poland are really going forward. They need a goal sooner rather than later, considering that they need one to probably put some more pressure on Scotland. But it seems Mackie on the ball, plays another through ball through to Kenny Miller. Will Miller get his hat-trick here? He's through one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he has got his hat-trick. A composed finish from the Scotland centre forward for 4-1, probably most likely a 4-1 victory. Kenny Miller has got his 3rd goal of the game today. He's most likely going to be one of the top goal scorers of the World Cup, even though he probably only going to play this one game. But the captain, after Darren Fletcher's substitution, the captain has scored the 4th goal of the game and his 3rd. An absolutely fantastic ball from Jamie Mackie through, but it was an absolutely great composed finish from Kenny Miller. So with that goal, it seems there's very little small time left for Poland to actually have any sort of change in the scoreline. It's 5 minutes remaining. Poland will most likely go for maybe score a goal, but that's really about as much as you can say. They don't have enough time to score 3 goals to equalise it, and not got enough time to score 4 goals to go out and get that win. An absolutely nice little tackle there from Alan Hutton, and the ball goes out for a throw-in. So 87 minutes on the clock, they're going for a long throw-in here. Pavel on the ball, heads it backwards. I think it's to Ruska, but it gets out to Adam. Adam hits it out to Jamie Mackie. Polanski's not going to stop Jamie Mackie running here, and Mackie's just going to bide his time. He's in no rush to get the ball forward, considering that Scotland lead 4-1. So 1 minute's been added on. Piszczek here on the ball, plays nice ball. I believe it's Murzajewski is get a ball in. Lewandowski with the header, an easy save from McGregor. Whatever McGregor does with this ball, the game will most likely end 4-1 to Scotland, and we will see the reaction from the Scotland team. Will they? It seems the referee's blown, and it seems the camera's gone in, and Scotland have qualified for the knockout stages of the World Cup with that 4-1 win over Poland. Jamie Mackie's absolutely pleased with himself. I'm not sure if we'll see reaction from Kenny Miller, considering he did score a hat-trick, but Commons, there's Kenny Miller there. He seems pleased with himself. Commons is pleased as well, as Scotland win 4-1 against Poland and qualify for the knockout stages of the World Cup. So with a final score of 4-1, Scotland had 9 shots, 6 on target. Poland had 5 shots, 2 on target. 53% possession to Scotland, 88 pass completion by Scotland as well. The man of the match went to Kenny Miller for a 7.5 rating. Jamie Mackie got a 7.0 and Fletcher got a 7.5 as well. So South Korea won 1-0 against South Africa. It seems that Poland will have some competition from South Korea. Of course, that's the final game, so whoever wins that game, or if it's a draw, South Korea will end up going through. Of course, that's that. So that's how Group A stands at the current moment. Scotland top 6 points. Group B, Argentina, Sweden, Ivory Coast and Croatia all have 3 points. We all won 1 game and all lost 1 game, so it's a very tight group there. Group C, Spain and Switzerland have both qualified for the knockout stages. Uruguay and Wales have qualified for absolutely nothing and have finished bottom 2 of that group. Group D, Netherlands have qualified. It seems it's between Nigeria and France for who have qualified next, because Ireland are out of the running with a -3 goal difference. Group E, Portugal have qualified. England and Russia both have 3 points, Egypt have 0. If England lose their next match, whoever it may be against, they could potentially not make the knockout stages. It seems Germany, United States, Australia and Ghana all have 3 points, having won 1 game, lost 1 game, so whoever wins the next game will of course qualify. Brazil and Belgium both on 4 points, Czech Republic on 3. Brazil could still potentially go out, depending on what the result is in the next game of course. And in Group H, Italy have qualified with 6 points, Bulgaria with 3, Japan with 3 and Denmark with 0. So it's between Japan and Bulgaria to whoever gets the second spot. And with that, we've qualified for the knockout stages of the World Cup. So yeah, next game is against South Africa. So if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel for more, and catch you later.